Hello everyone, my name is Lutfi Prayogi from Universitas Muhammadiyah Jakarta. In this occasion, I'd like to present my article that is titled Reconstructing the Urban Street, a Morphological Analysis of Road Space Transformation in Indonesian and Dutch Cities. This article looks into the transformation of two road spaces in Jakarta and Rotterdam, aligning to the global discourse of sustainability, using urban morphology and governance perspectives. This article was written with my two colleagues that are Isa Tafrich from Universitas Pembangunan Jaya and Erasmus University Rotterdam, and Yepta Diansari also from Universitas Muhammadiyah Jakarta. The background of this study is the phenomena where urban streets are changing worldwide. Many urban streets are changing from being car-centric to being people-oriented. The changes are aligning with the global aspirations, such as to make cities more walkable, to have better multimodality, to have more and better public spaces, etc. And the changes or the actions happen in cities of different characteristics. They happen in resourceful cities, happen in less resourceful cities, happens in cities with solid planning tradition, also happening in cities with more loose planning tradition, etc. Our study is guided by several key questions. First, how are global urban ideals translated into local transformation efforts? Second, how do different governance systems influence the process and outcomes of these projects? Third, what are the physical changes that occur on the ground? And finally, what challenges arise during or after this transformation? We use comparative case study method to answer these questions. The two cities, Jakarta and Rotterdam, represent contrasting governance systems, economic capacities, and urban traditions. The analysis is based on urban morphology, combining British Congenian School, which looks at physical form, and the French School, which considers policy and governance influences. We also apply urban governance theory to examine how institutional structures shape transformation. Based on those urban morphology and governance perspectives, our analytical framework consists of 4 parts that are background, process, spatial transformation, and challenges. We selected Terowongan Kendal in Jakarta and Koolsingel Boulevard in Rotterdam as our cases. While both cases share similar goals, such as creating walkable and multimodal urban centers, their approaches and contexts differ greatly. Terowongan Kendal was transformed quickly between 2017 and 2019, while Koolsingel underwent a decade-long process from 2011 to 2021. The bottom left image depicts Terowongan Kendal after transformation, while the bottom right depicts the Koolsingel Boulevard after transformation. The before and after images of both cases will be presented later. In Jakarta, the project was driven by short-cycle political momentum and executed through top-down delivery mechanisms with minimal structure public input. The project was carried out utilizing the momentum of the opening of the first phase of MRT Jakarta. The bottom left picture shows the opening of MRT Jakarta by the then Governor of Jakarta and President of Indonesia. In contrast, Rotterdam's project was rooted in long-term city vision called City Launch and unfolded through structured, multi-phase planning, including extensive public consultations. These differences reflect broader contrasts in governance models and institutional planning cultures. The bottom right picture shows the cover of the Binnenstad als City Launch, or in English, Inner City as City Launch Vision and Master Plan. The transformation of Terowongan Kendal included closing the tunnel to vehicles and converting it into a pedestrian corridor. Jalan Blora at the end of the tunnel was also pedestrianized, and the surrounding traffic was rerouted. The bottom left picture shows Terowongan Kendal in 2013 before transformation, and the bottom right picture shows the tunnel, shows Terowongan Kendal in 2018 after the transformation. The area called Dukuh Atas was further developed with several TOD related projects. Terowongan Kendal is here in the middle of the Dukuh Atas area. It connects BNI City Station here and Dukuh Atas BNI Station here with Sudirman Station here. Later, Transport Hub Dukuh Atas was built here, and later on, Jembatan Penyeberangan Multiguna or Multipurpose Pedestrian Bridge was built here, connecting the three stations with another station here. And later, some Alas Padu co-living accommodations were built in this area. In Rotterdam, Koolsingel was redesigned to prioritize pedestrians and cyclists. The bottom left picture shows Koolsingel in 2018 before the transformation, and the bottom right picture shows the Koolsingel Boulevard in 2022 after the transformation. We can see here that the car lanes on the western side of the tram track was no more after the transformation. The car lanes on the boulevard was reduced. The car lanes on the western side was transformed into widened sidewalks here, and more public spaces were built along the boulevard. Also, the cycle lane was widened here. Both cities face their own challenges. Jakarta lacked formal design guidelines and struggled with fragmented institutional coordination. Projects were carried out one by one without a comprehensive master plan. Rotterdam, on the other hand, faced complex multi-stakeholder coordination and a long implementation timeline. Rotterdam has a comprehensive master plan, but it needs an extensive coordination with so many stakeholders to carry out the transformation. These different issues show that even with similar global aspirations, implementation can be difficult and context-specific. To conclude, this study shows how similar global ideas, such as sustainable mobility and walkable cities, can be realized in very different ways. Governance structures and local planning cultures matter. Governance structures and local planning cultures do influence the process and outcome of the transformation. Also, urban morphology as a method allows us to unpack these differences in depth. By understanding both the spatial and institutional dimensions of transformation, we can gain a more comprehensive picture of what it takes to reconstruct the urban street. That will be all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to any questions or feedback. You can also reach me via email at lutfiprayogi@umj.ac.id. Thank you.